Welcome to Keith and the Girl. I'm Keith Malley.
I'm Chemda.
Big day today, Chemda.
Of course. Why?
Of course. Ladies and gentlemen, Paige Hoskins. How you doing, Paige?
I'm good. How are y'all doing?
Paige, I'm doing great. Paige, and I'm about to explain why to Chemda, apparently. Paige is a Kickstarter supporter, and she got one of the rewards where you produce an episode. And so we said, Paige, what guest do you want to have on your special show? And you picked a guest, and that's who we're going to talk to today. First of all, how have you been recently? How are you holding up during the pandemic? Paige, how was your Valentine's Day? Any order?
I'm doing pretty well. The pandemic has sucked for the most part, but just recently I've been doing pretty well with it. I started a new school program, so I'm having fun with that. And my Valentine's Day was great. Oh. My girlfriend came to visit, and it was awesome.
Ooh, good for you. All right.
Very good for me.
Did you stick it in? All right, let's move on.
All right, let's introduce some guests. They're going to tell us as we introduce if they had a good or not so good Valentine's Day. First off, I might as well find out. Here she is. She's performed for the Troops, 2 albums on iTunes, and launched a new podcast very recently. You're going to like it. Shut Up, Mommy's Talking. Kyle Ocasio.
Hi, my Valentine's Day was boring.
Oh my God. Valentine's Day was boring.
No, it was great. It was really good. I got ice cream and I got a 1-hour massage.
Ew, by Keith or?
No.
Oh, okay. No. Okay, good.
A couple days before I sent him, I got something from Eastside Massage Therapy that had a discount on massages, and I just forwarded it to him with no explanation. And he got the message and he did the right thing. A+, because that's what I got.
Thank you. And I got gummy probiotics. So thank you, baby. All right. Up next, host of the podcast, The Human Centipede. Carmen. Centipede. I wasn't introducing you, Carmen. That was somebody else. Okay. It's Carmen. It's Human Centipede. Worth the pun. Carmen Lynch.
Hi, I had a pretty good Valentine's Day. We were celebrating with my boyfriend's son, so there was no poking, but it was fun.
That's good. That's best. Let's go. Let's introduce more to you. Ready? It's good. It's a big day. Ladies and gentlemen, he has 4 albums on iTunes, Spotify. The new album, Show Your Work, will come out this spring. Christian Finnegan. How was your Valentine's?
Hi, Keith. I had a great Valentine's Day. I gave Kyle an hour massage.
We thought this was a good time to tell you.
It saved me. I hate giving massages, so I don't mind.
Yeah, I was 95% alone on Valentine's Day, but then I made my wife a crock pot full of turkey chili when she got home that night. There we go.
Right.
What, to ensure no sex?
Yeah. That wasn't really on the table anyway. Let's be frank.
It's been a couple years, right?
Don't have the energy for that kind of thing anymore.
And here she is, host of NPR's Ask Me Another, panelist on Hulu's Up Early Tonight. Ophira Eisenberg, how was your weekend?
Oh, I get weekend, not even Valentine's.
Yeah, I know. Please, I know.
Sad. We know your life kind of sucks. So how was all the days? All the days.
Pick anything you want.
It was fine. It was, you know what? My Valentine's was humbling. Okay, it was humbling because it was so amazing. I was like, how can we possibly top this in the future? No, I think it was I got paper flowers, which I believe is the lowest form of flowers, and. Look, they last forever, but can we just put them in the recycling? And I said to my son, I have a 5-year-old son, I said to him, do you have a special Valentine? And he said, yeah, myself. So it was the spirit. That's good.
Self-sufficient.
The only kid that needs lower your self-esteem classes. That's fine.
And Chemda over there was, did you get, everybody wants to know, did you get a card? Does that matter on Valentine's Day like it does a birthday?
I did get a card, but here's the thing. He's like, I want to give you your card. I go, oh my God, I thought we weren't doing cards. And I never saw him want to kill himself more. Right. It was just, he's like, well, I made you a card. And then, I want to get into it, but like, we didn't get to the card that day. And then he's like, well, I still didn't give you the card. I'm like, well, let's just do it tomorrow. This way we could extend Valentine's Day. And I also was supposed to get a massage from him. And I'm like, oh, I'm too tired now. Let's extend it tomorrow so we can extend Valentine's Day. So the next night, we were going to do the massage and the card. And I go, let's not do the card tonight, just the massage so we can extend it another day. And he's like, I'm getting your card. Stop it.
Right. What kind of trick is this to keep extending? First of all, they live together. Okay, let's be clear. There's a pandemic. They didn't get to the card. I think it's a trick. So this lasts all week.
But I like the use of extending. It makes it very positive instead of like, I don't know.
Yeah. Your gift didn't come in the mail. You know that lie. Let's extend it.
Extending.
I didn't know what date it was this year. No, I got a card for my sweetheart, right, baby?
Yeah.
Tell them what kind of card.
That I got?
Yeah, that you got me.
I think she's giving
card.
She's giving you the eyes like, don't bring this up.
No, I give you because it said it was from the cat. I was trying to be funny.
That's cute. What's not funny about it, though?
Oh, I forgot. He hates glitter. For someone who's been to so many strip clubs, I can't believe he hates glitter this much. And I didn't know the card. I didn't notice it. It had like a tiny bit of glitter on it. And so instead of being like, I think you said thank you, but he like pushed it to the side.
I put it back in the bag.
And I forgot. It's just this complete aversion. Like he just hates it.
He just doesn't like committed glitter. It's a different kind.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I still haven't fully forgiven Jesse Joyce when
for everything.
Oh, for everything, just for existing. For existing. Hey, the guy. Hey. When I had my bachelor party, as it were, which was kind of just like a silly roast we did at a bar. Jesse was like the MC of it and thought it would be hilarious, even though I had gone to great pains. My wife was extremely jealous when we were dating, and strip club was not on the table, which is fine. Anyway, but I made about the most PG bachelor party you can possibly imagine. And Jesse thought it'd be hilarious at the end to read me a card that was filled with glitter and then blue glitter all over me. So then I have to go home and be like, no, it's a funny gag that Jesse was doing.
That's your nightmare. That's Keith's literal nightmare.
Yeah.
We used to do kids parties and I would like be all in the glitter and it made everything so much prettier. I would face paint kid's face. You throw glitter on it, you look like, 10 times better an artist, right? But then my house was full of glitter, everywhere glitter. And I made a no glitter rule. Like I quit clowning. Thank you, everybody. And I was like, no more glitter. And we used to say it on the show a lot. And there was somebody created glitterrevenge.com. We are not the only ones. And somebody once or a couple of times tried to send us glitter. And you guys don't understand. I have whatever Superman has, I have for glitter. I knew in that envelope was some glitter bomb. I knew it. And I was like, fuck you. You're not going to get me. I opened a little piece of it. Out comes those glittery. They're trying to fool you. They're so pretty. They fall down. I'm like, fuck you, fuckface. I never opened this. And when I opened it in the post office. So I never got to actually fully open it. But I see you. It is the worst thing you could do to someone. It's like the STD of skin. I don't know. It's so gross. You can't get it off. There's no soap. There's no anything.
I like this glitter triggers. Let's just do a whole thing on glitter triggers.
Do you guys remember in the 90s, they used to sell like for women, like body glitter spray, and it was really popular. Like some of it came with like a little suntan. And, I remember, I don't think I got into it a lot, but it was like super popular. Like girls would have it all the time.
Well, I think I've mentioned this in the past, but Cambry, the first time she did your show, she didn't like Keith at all.
That's a shocker.
Because she was wearing some of that shimmery tan glitter stuff on her chest, and Keith apparently was like, "Well, I'm not supposed to look. It's right there. Like I'm supposed to ignore that."
Another spot on impression.
They are pretty good impressions.
Brainbridge.com. Sorry.
In fact, it was the opposite, Christian. I put my hand over her breast. I said, I don't see it. I don't see it. Nice try.
How did you explain Keith to Cambry when she came home?
I said, I don't really know that guy, to be perfectly honest. Chemda and I were friends, and Keith's just kind of came as a package deal. It's really, it's you have to understand. It's like a Make-A-Wish thing. Keith his dream was to do a podcast before he passed away, and just humor him. It won't be that much longer. And
when I saw her tits, I'm like, oh, a friend read a joke card to you. I see. Nice.
What?
I don't think Christian liked the sentence starting with when I saw her tits.
Yeah, like that.
It's always a good way to start talking about someone's wife.
Right.
I think it was my
Right. I don't know what to do. Right.
Sorry, enough about tits.
When I robbed the bank the other day, I put the glitter all over my face, and it'd be rude if they looked.
Bomb.
This is my support. You know when it's just us, she's
bomb.
nice.
Great.
I'm just saying.
Just trying to help.
All right.
Kyle looks so tiny next to you.
Thank you. That's sweet.
He's 6'2", I'm 5'2".
She makes me go to her gym, by the way. She says, I'm perfect as is. We're just doing some fine tuning, which I got a feeling is going to last for a couple of years. This fine fucking tuning.
How's the fine tuning going, Kyle?
It's good. He's been coming twice a week. Tuesday's cardio circuit day. So it's like I make him do harder stuff. He doesn't like that one as much. And then Thursdays, we just do traditional 3 sets of heavyweight 15 reps. So it's
are you able to like just go to your gym, or do you have to make an appointment and stuff like that? Because it's really hard to get into my gym. I don't even bother.
Yeah, well, so this is my day job. I run it, so I'm able to have a little more flexibility. But no, we don't. We're so slow, and we have all our COVID rules in place. Everyone has to wear a mask. We blocked off the water fountains, no steam sauna, so it's as safe as it's gonna be, and we're constantly cleaning it. So I feel comfortable going.
Keith just got a little bit jealous of Christian's gym where he can't get in. Like,
I do Tai Bo at home. You know,
Nice.
that Billy Blanks, remember that 90s fitness thing that's like punching and kicking?
At home workouts are really becoming a thing. Like Carmen and I used to do, we can't stand her, but her videos are good. Tracy Anderson. She's that like,
I'm sure Keith knows her very well by now.
She does the arms, and you don't want those bat wings, right, ladies? And I'm like, that's right.
So I've been doing these online ones. First of all, if you're doing Tai Bo, in my apartment, if I did Tai Bo, like I just break everything. Do you have space? Like, don't you need a lot of space for that?
No, I'm mostly living upstate in this cabin right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm at QED right now, but usually I'm upstate, and so there's like a little outbuilding, like a sort of a glorified shed that I go out to, and
Fight Club style.
Yeah, exactly. and I 1, 2, 3. It's really embarrassing. I would die if anyone ever saw me doing it.
It's really hard to do. It's a lot of work.
I would rather be caught like Jeffrey Toobin style than be caught working out. Like I'd way rather be caught wanking it than caught working out.
I am so glad no one sees me do these classes I attempt that I cannot do. And I do these cardio classes purposefully it's through this British group because I just find the instructors way less obnoxious when they say like, come on now, like tighten your bottom. I just love them saying bottom.
Is it a live? Is it a live class or is it a video?
You can take them live, but I never do.
Because Ophira, you should do my gym has a virtual. Is a little plug. We have a virtual online membership, and I can hook you guys up if you want it. It's really, really great, and all the teachers are really good. We have like yoga, Pilates, boot camp. You can turn your camera off too if you don't want anybody.
Yeah, okay, that's what I'm all about. That I'm just scared of them seeing me.
In the gym. I make Kyle turn around. I don't want her to see what I'm doing. I'm like, just trust me.
Your bottom.
Oh my God. One time somebody, like a year, whenever we first started, somebody at my gym, what are the odds? He's working out with me and he's not liking it. And he's like saying things like, I feel stupid. This is stupid. I don't want to do this. Some guy comes up, points to his phone and he goes, I've been subscribed 7 years. Good stuff. And he's just like, oh man, like, yes, it's great that somebody recognized him, but he was like doing like little kicks and I don't know what, like.
He was doing little kicks. You know, that's your fault, right?
Right. She's the trainer. I don't know what.
But he did it like in a cute way. It was just funny.
What's the gym?
It's called MAC, like MAC for Manhattan Athletic Club, but ours is in Brooklyn, so it's just called MAC Brooklyn.
Oh, you have a new
And
member.
I have a problem with sense of directions as it is. So I go to the gym in Manhattan, Brooklyn, and that's a to-do.
Guys, can I circle back to Valentine's Day for just a second? Because I want your opinion on something. Okay.
Yes.
Now, I love Ophira. Okay. So we decided Valentine's Day was for me. And then 4 weeks later, I don't know if you guys know this, March 14th is Steak and Blowjobs Day. That's his Valentine's Day, right? So
In
it's
which
more
order?
about what's that?
Is it which order? Is it steaks first, then blowjobs, or?
Oh, see, we spend
Okay.
half the day just figuring that out. So
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
same
You know.
time. We all
Yeah.
know same time.
The grease burns or something else, but
see, I knew Ophira would have good ideas. Same time, noted.
Efficient,
Wait, so, okay,
done,
I'm sorry.
watch
I
television.
derailed
Okay.
you. I apologize.
Okay, so of course Valentine's Day has to be as cheesy as possible for me, and so I'm basically making him watch these like corny movies. And the second one is about anorexia, just because it had like so many feelings in the story. And so I know, it's just so my thing. And then but like when he watches movies, he watches on his he's like looking at his phone, looking at different apps, like writing shit down, whatever. And I'm like, that's fine. Even though it's Valentine's Day, you can be on your phone. But then he starts talking, right? And so I'm like, okay, I got to pause the movie. I'm not one of those people who can listen to two things at the same time. Pause the movie. And he starts telling me about what Elon Musk is doing. And I'm like, don't get upset. Don't get upset. It's don't ruin Valentine's Day because you're a cheese ball. And I'm like, you could totally be on your phone. You don't have to watch this with me. You could pretend and still look at your phone, but no interruptions about Elon Musk or anybody else. Unless you have a thought about the movie or love in general or smushiness, we save those for later. He's by the end of the day, he's like, I got 12 notes for you. But
by the way, just to be clear, is this Valentine's Day or one of the extended holidays?
It's actual Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Now I ask you, I compare this like if you're watching the Super Bowl, let's say, and someone interrupts, you pause live TV, and I get that it's not live TV, but TikTok on this nice day. So you pause live TV and they're like, I just saw this TED Talk and I have to tell you my thoughts on it. Not cool, right?
Very not cool.
Am I being petty putting this rule?
No, because you're
No.
a woman. No, I completely agree with you.
But
I hate it if I'm watching a movie with Cambry and she's on her phone and stuff. And like, I get it. We're all addicted to our phones, a peek here and there, but it's just like, you're then going to ask me 10 minutes from now, what's going on. And also, especially if it's a movie that I kind of like and I want her to see, and I'm just kind of like, but you're not seeing the thing. No, I think you're completely well within your bounds. And I think this relationship sounds over to me.
I'll tell you what I do, and I'm very sweet with Kyle. Kyle might be on her phone or, takes a call with the kids. And I know, later she's going to ask, hey, what happened in the movie? I make it a better movie. I just make shit up.
Okay. Well, can I say for the record, in his defense, he really is watching. He could be on his phone the whole time, and I'm like, "Did you catch that?" And he repeats verbatim what happens, and sometimes in that annoying, like just the last 3 words, I'm like, "You didn't really hear it." But most of the time, he catches at least as much as I do, if not more. The only thing that I now learned to do is if I know that there's a visual coming or a visual on the screen, I'll be like, I'll tap him and go, "Hey, visual," because like, hey, you gotta see this for the next 3 seconds, especially if I know the movie well, because some movies I watch over and over again. I'm like, hey, in 10 seconds, you're gonna have to look up. So wrap it up.
I think every time he looks at his phone or is distracted from this thing that you agreed on is like for you and your gift, you get to just prop your phone or iPad on his belly while giving him the blowjob. You get to just watch.
That is sound advice.
Or
yes.
eat the steak on his stomach while you're giving
Right.
the blowjob.
Yeah.
Or just be like, well, there's going to be teeth. So, how much I can do.
I like that you say
Steak on his
visual.
top.
What other dog commands are there? Visual.
It's like squirrel.
Right.
Okay. Yeah,
But
good.
I could very easily just get upset because, like Christian, you were saying, you want this person to experience it, but I don't know. Sometimes,
Well, it's
we
just
watch-
like we're constantly experiencing 5 things and nothing at the same time. That it's like you're not enjoying being on your phone. You're not enjoying watching the movie. It's just it's all just a big fucking mishmash. I mean, that's not to get on my little, Luddite soapbox here, but that's like the annoying thing about just being on, Twitter and social media all day is just like you experience every emotion and no emotions at the same time. It's just all kind of stirred together. It's like, oh my God, somebody's dog died. Hilarious joke about farts. And it's all just kind of a big gray mishmash. And so, yeah, I think that people should try, when possible, to do one thing at a time. That's one of the things I miss the most is going to the movies, because it's like when I'm sitting in a movie theater is like the only time that I feel like completely invested in watching a movie.
Right.
Oh, this got deep.
It's not very interesting.
I hear you can rent some of the rep movie theaters for kind of cheap and just, Paige, you know this?
Yeah. We have an art house theater in Tucson, and I think they'll rent it out for like 10 people for $100.
What? That's cheaper than watching a movie on regular people.
Yeah.
Weird.
I haven't done it, but still, I could.
but it's
Any
not,
minute now.
It's not the latest or whatever, right? It's like Jurassic
It's just
Park
the Ernest
or some
films.
classic.
Ernest
has COVID.
Yeah.
That was definitely there last week.
Ernest joins Q.
By the way, speaking of looking at your phones, I have breaking news. Rush Limbaugh has passed away, 70 years old.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why? That's so rude that I'm happy about it. You shouldn't be happy when people die, but
bye.
Well, I'm going to let Kyle give the eulogy, but 70 years old, lung cancer in February of 2020. It doesn't sound like it was COVID related because he said COVID's the common cold, so I doubt it was that. What would anybody like to say a few words?
Can I say something?
Yeah,
I will never forget when he called Chelsea Clinton the White House dog. And I thought that was just, I mean, obviously it's vile on so many levels. It's a girl, it's misogyny. She's a child. It was just so fucked up, And I mean, there's a million reasons to dislike him. I think he was not a good dude at all. So, good riddance. Bye.
And
so I'm gonna have Kyle look up the word eulogy later, but
Ophira sounds like she wants to say a few words. Yes.
So just to piggyback on what you said, like, I should never be pleased when someone dies, kind of thing. I mean, immediately when I found that out, I was like, I'm gonna get highbrow. I was like, what's that Mark Twain quote? And then I pulled it up. And I figured I would share it with you right now, which is, I have never wished death on any man, but I've read some obituaries with great pleasure.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Yes.
I see, it's trending that he passed away. On that it says, trending with, like, say the woman from the on Star Wars TV show got in trouble. Then it says trending with the Mandalorian. This says trending with Rush Limbaugh, good riddance and rotten hell. Rotten hell is such a popular phrase that it's trending with somebody's death.
And didn't he get the presidential?
Yes.
I mean, it's so laughable.
Well, he's
what's weird is that Obama gave it to him. That was weird.
The last thing he did. It was the last thing he did.
What a misdirect.
Oh. Well, remember he was saying liberal Michael J. Fox was faking Parkinson for liberal attention. Do you remember Donovan McNabb? He was a black NFL quarterback. Was fantastic. He said the NFL was just trying to make him look good so that we started thinking black people can do things like white people could, but that he really wasn't that talented, that it was rigged. Yeah. We lost this guy.
Remember when he got hooked on drugs, when he didn't even believe that you can get hooked on drugs like that?
Oh, the oxy. Yeah, he did.
What's the matter?
He was having his I don't know if she was a actual like live-in maid or like his cleaning person. He was having her buy the oxy for him,
right?
Like giving her money and using her as a go-between.
He called Obama. Speaking of which,
didn't want people knowing that he was, it wasn't for him.
Right. He called Obama a house Negro.
Oh,
he made fun of Ruth Bader Ginsburg's cancer when she had it.
Don't touch Ruth.
So you could probably mock his death now, I guess, if you want. I remember
They call the people that stormed the Capitol patriots.
Right. I remember seeing when I was a kid, I saw Rush Limbaugh was on TV, and we didn't get many channels, so it must have been a big deal. And my dad, who's a mess. I mean, my dad, fairly recently believed he was talking to me, but believed he was hitting on my ex-wife. This guy said, you have to turn off Rush Limbaugh. He's too much.
Right. Your dad, one of the most conservative people, was like, this guy is a lot.
First podcaster, though.
Right.
I mean, he kind of did create the field that you guys now.
I can't let that go. I do have to admire that. He did talk into a microphone. He would mock gay people that died of AIDS. He would name their names and then play like celebratory music.
Yeah, he had a weekly segment called like AIDS Report or something like that, where he would like announce people who are dead of AIDS.
Was he canceled?
I was gonna say, it's so funny how like a lot of dudes coming on here are like, well, I don't want to say that. I don't want to be canceled. This guy can say whatever he wants.
My God.
And got the Presidential Medal of Freedom. So
right.
And I already saw, I think like Larry the Cable Guy and such, the tweets that always start like this, and we just named like 1,000 terrible. We named 20 terrible things.
I heard 1,000. Thank you, Ophira. Yeah.
But people who start their thing, and Twitter is like the place where people are doing their little mini eulogies, and they start like, say what you will about the guy, but, and I'm like, no, that is like that thing where it's like, well, he was always nice to me. Hate it. I hate that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Say what you will. Right. Okay, we will.
All right.
I'm reading President Donald Trump just called into Fox News, and he was talking about Rush Limbaugh, and here's why he brought it up. Trump, he said, Rush thought we won the election, and so did I. That we're all thinking about a dead man. Well, remember that he believed that I actually won the election too. The second impeachment, that's over with now. So apparently I can say things. Yep, still believe it.
Paige, I'm so sorry
Trump is moving on.
Right.
Paige, I'm sorry that Rush is ruining your episode with his death. Say what you want about the guy. He can go fuck himself.
He even ruined a podcast. Ruining podcasts post-mortem.
I'm happy to speak ill of the dead in this case.
Yeah.
Trump's like, is this like double Jeopardy? I mean, if you get 2 impeachments and you're only elected once, is it a free-for-all now? It's got to be,
mean
right?
I won?
Right. What I was alluding to earlier, Gina Carano, she's in The Mandalorian. If you saw it, she's the tough bitch that's with the Mandalorian, and she could. They make it clear that she's real tough in this show because the Mandalorian, Boba Fett kind of guy, he's filled with armor and he's super strong. He punched this woman like 8 times in the face and she took it. And she's like, that doesn't scare me. So you're like, all right, you're on the level of the Mandalorian. Well, now she's not going to be kept on the Star Wars roster because of all these right-wing stuff that she's been tweeting out. And sometimes she takes it back and then she doubles down.
Well, she said a lot of stuff before what she just said, right? She had other tweets.
Yeah, she's been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
Lucasfilm.
What is she saying?
I'll tell you, but Lucasfilm. So I didn't know about it until Lucasfilm said something. Gina Carano is not currently employed by Lucasfilm, and there are no plans to have her back in the future. Nevertheless, her social media post denigrated people based on their culture and religious identities. They are abhorrent and unacceptable. First of all, she's in Star Wars. She knows all about all these different races and cultures and stuff, right? You think she'd get it. You would think.
Yeah, how dumb are you?
When she said, oh, people are doing the pronouns, they, them. And, well, how about my pronouns are beep, bop, boop? How about that?
Like, that's just stupid. Like, what? That's just stupid.
Also, cultural sensitivity is more of a Star Trek thing than a Star Wars thing. I just like to throw that out.
Okay, good point. Very good point. Yeah, they're always fighting, right, in those taverns. You're right.
Just getting back to that whole, like, her getting punched in the face by the Mandalorian and, like, not being affected by it. I've always wondered in those situations, we'll have a movie about, like, a tough person and they'll take, like, 5 punches to the face and it doesn't faze them. It's like, does being tough make your skin thicker? Because there would still be like cuts and bruises. Do you know what I mean? If somebody is wearing armor and punches you in the face, even if you don't get knocked out, there's still going to be like a mark. Right?
That's how cool she is, Christian. You can't believe women are great. Wow. Wow. Wow.
And she did that while pregnant, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. She was pregnant at the time. Okay.
I do have those same thoughts as Christian just mentioned. Like, there are times where there's 5 guys beating on, yes, the tough guy, the guy that can't be beat, the guy that won't be beat, but they are literally kicking him wherever they want. The face, the chest. I figure he broke something. He just gets up and is like, ouch, and then continues going. And I don't know, has anyone been in a fight like that where you're on the ground and people are kicking you and you're fine?
Yeah, one shot to the face, and I'm in like swimming in like birdie land. You know,
of course.
Yeah,
you'd be a good protector.
No, absolutely not. I will not protect you. You will definitely die if I'm protecting you. Let's be very clear about that.
He'll protect you with his honesty.
Yeah,
he'll tweet about it. He'll be like, something's going down here.
Kenda bumped somebody in the subway and the person started yelling at her. So I just started yelling at Kyle too. I mean, it's a very nervous situation. I'm like, that's right, bitch. I'm good, wrong. You know. Then the guy laughed and I apologized, you know. Beep Bop Boop, by the way, Orion said, he was in our chat room the other day and he said, that's actually Mike Kaplan's preferred pronouns.
That was the great.
So you know, this woman's mocking everything and everybody. And on top of it, sorry, I was just gonna say, on top of it, Pedro Pascal, the guy that plays the Mandalorian, his sister just came out as a trans woman. Well, you can't be rating Beep Bop Boop and mocking the thing when the fucking Mandalorian is deep in it.
I say call up Lucy Lawless. See what she's up to. She wants to step in, right?
Oh, Xena. Yeah, she was amazing.
Have you seen she's been fighting TV's Hercules? Like they because Kevin Sorbo, because he's a right-wing idiot that's been tweeting weird shit.
Are you serious?
And Xena
super right-wing. Super right-wing.
Xena is teaching Kevin the deal.
Oh
my God,
Kevin
I just got
Sorbo
chills.
is in all those movies about like God is not dead, where it's like about like an atheist who learns the error of his ways and about the majesty of Jesus and all that. Like, no, he's like in that Scott Baio, Chuck Woolery realm.
Right.
It's so. I think we are forgetting always that these actors, when they make us like move and feel and like remember the story.
You've been made to move and feel by Kevin Sorbo.
Charles in Charge changed my life.
Hey, Christian, visual, look up, okay? No, but like these actors, they have these things written down. It's a script, and then they just move their face nice. You know, it's so funny that we're waiting for them to sound as profound as what the writers wrote for them. But writers are incredible. And I don't know why everybody but the writer always gets the awards, whether it's like Oscars or Grammys or whatever. These are the writers. The rest of them, you know, are working out.
Well, now it's the way they bring it to life.
It's true. Yes, actors are pretty amazing, but the story itself doesn't always get the same kind of credit.
That's why I prefer to work in the theater, where the playwright is king.
Backstage with Christian Finnegan.
Gina also said in the past that it wasn't necessarily the Nazis' fault with in regards to the Holocaust. It was also the Jews' fault, and here's why. Jews were beaten. The PR agent's like, what the? I really thought this was the easiest job in town. I was just telling my other PR friends, it's kind of bullshit what we do, right?
But I do like here's why, and we all pause to listen. Maybe they have a reason.
Jews were beaten in the streets, not by Nazi soldiers, but by their neighbors, even by children. Because history is edited, most people today don't realize that to get to the point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews, the government first made their own neighbors hate them simply for being Jews. How is that any different from hating someone for their political views?
Yeah, but this I think is spot on. Am I missing something?
Well, I think it's that last sentence that people are that how is this any different than being not liked for your political views? It's like you guys are coming down on us conservatives like the Germans did to the Jews. And then
this
also
feels like the Holocaust.
she shared and she shared a couple of cartoons, like one that's like one of those weird Der Stürmer Nazi era German cartoons where it's like a bunch of like naked slaves under a table of like the world, and they're like holding it up on they're on all fours, and all these very Jewish, like George Soros looking people are sitting around the edge of it, you know, like running the world, and all we need to do is stand up or something like that. It's just very like, oh, this is straight out of a 1937 Nazi propaganda rag. I mean, is that, and then a bunch of other things I think accrued. But yes, I think you can probably make excuses for probably any individual thing that she posted, but it's like fire Gina Carano has been a hashtag for probably 3 or 4 months at this point.
Yeah,
So
but if your career is on the up and up, isn't there a little part of you that's going, this is probably not a good idea? Like, why? You're on fucking Star Wars. Why are you?
No, I don't think so, because I think we always think we're on the right side. We think we're on the right side. And then like a Meryl Streep will go up and like express her political views and everyone will be like, wow. And she's trending in a good way. And those political views are just her side of things, right? And so I think when they have a thought and they see that other people are getting praised for their thought and they finally have a platform and they think they have a really good point, why not say it?
Well, why not say it? Because she did take him down sometimes. She'd put a picture of a guy wearing 17 masks covering his whole face and go and compare that to Nazis in the Holocaust. Then somebody goes, well, you got to take that down. You're on fucking Star Wars. And she takes it down. So why it's like she keeps forgetting, even if she thinks she's right, she's playing the game sometimes, but then can't control herself.
I get it. I also want to know what job she's ever had where she could just say Nazi shit all day.
And that it was cool. Yeah. Right.
But I also think people like that don't have a lot of talent. I mean, I don't know who I didn't see her movie.
By the way, we watched all the episodes together, so that's it.
We did. Oh,
you were on your phone. You were on your phone. Don't worry about it, pal. You were on your phone.
I was getting my massage from Christian.
Violet said show with Baby Yoda.
Yes, baby.
Oh, okay. But all I know is sometimes when people go for these crazy tweets, like they just want attention. We have to stop giving attention to stupid people. We have to stop making these things trend. It's like, oh, okay, Chuck Woolery wrote something asinine. Okay, what else is new? Let's keep it moving. And I think that's, it's like the reality shows that are just so stupid and pointless. I mean, I guess, the Kardashians, they're not hurting anybody, but it's dumb. Like, why are we putting our attention where attention goes, energy flows? Like, we have to stop doing that. And same with her. It's like, she'll cancel her own career. Nobody has to hashtag, let's, cancel her, like whatever. She's going to do it herself. If she's really, really good at what she's doing, then she's just going to keep doing it. And she doesn't have to bring up Nazi shit, So
whatever happened to friendship and communication?
I'm not here to make friends. Ophira, yes.
But I do think like the project, that person should be fired from any job that they have for spewing hate like that publicly, 100%. But also, I do think there's such a disconnect between like Star Wars. You're a part of a Lucasfilms, a George Lucasfilms enterprise. That's like the biggest thing you've ever done, and that could be like your golden ticket for the rest of your life if you want.
Yeah, so like why start talking about QAnon? Like what why would you do that?
It's like people have cock rings, people wear Prince Alberts or nipple rings or whatever, but it's like maybe you're not going to display them when you go to work at Starbucks. Like you're able to have whatever, to live however you want to live, but it's like you do understand that when you're when you're getting paid, blah, 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 shit. I'm not saying anything anybody hasn't said a gazillion times.
But yes.
But
yes.
Yeah.
Aw, we talked over you 3 different people. You finally got it and you say whatever.
No, I was boring myself. No, I do think though that we, and again, this is very old man yelling at the sky kind of shit, but we have created this situation where we need that sort of dopamine rush of that, getting a reaction from people immediately. And this thing that taps into our least censored, most lizard brain personalities is then emblazoned on like tablets forever. You know what I mean? It's like you put more thought into what you would say at a meeting at your job than what you would put online. Or a conversation with your parents at Thanksgiving, like you have more of a filter on what comes out of your mouth in a conversation with 3 of your friends sitting around a table than you do when you're posting something for the whole world to see that can potentially ruin your life. I mean, that's a problem for everybody. I think my theory is like if you would not shout this out loud in a mall food court, don't post it.
Right. Oh man, then I definitely am right about today.
I'm going to tell that to my daughter. That's a great idea.
I'm not pregnant.
I saw that.
Thank you.
I saw that. I was going to dive deeper.
Well, okay, because here's the thing. when you post the dumbest shit on Twitter, you get the most likes. So that's part of the experiment. But the other thing is the last couple times we meet every Wednesday in the chat. And the last couple times they're like, Hamda, you look like you're glowing. Are you pregnant? I think Hamda's pregnant. And I know they're just like poking at me. But when I got my period, I was like, well, now I'm telling them all. So I guess I did want to shout in the mall.
Got it. Yeah, food court. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, like, just you might be pregnant is some of the scariest words that I'll ever hear. No, you might have an abortion. Fuck.
I'm trying to get one now, but he just got a job at Starbucks, so I guess I'll.
Kid, right?
Yeah, my son is working at Starbucks. He's in Miami, and he told, I go, how was your first day? He gets one free drink and one food thing per shift, and so he was so excited because he got he loves pumpkin bread, so it's like he's living the dream.
Isn't that funny when you gave him 3 square meals and like all the clothes he wanted, but Starbucks gives him a pumpkin loaf and he's like, my dream came true. I can't believe
weird.
it. They're
New
so
York City
generous
kids.
here.
Yeah, it's New York City teenagers. He's 18 now, but like from the time he was like 13, him and his friends would go for sushi. Like, who the fuck does that? I grew up in Cleveland. I didn't even know what sushi was.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you know,
you should not have sushi in Cleveland. Let's be honest.
Definitely not. But it's great. It's like you see kids all over. You know, they meet at Starbucks. They get like, you have 12-year-olds getting frappuccinos. Like, how do you afford that?
It is funny. Not, and it's true about the affording, but also like, I remember when Starbucks was first hitting, like there was one Starbucks on the corner of whatever and everybody knew about it. But if you were walking around with a Starbucks cup, you were an asshole. You were like this bougie prince of nothing. Also, if you walked around with a cell phone or one of those things in the ear, a car phone, it started with a car phone, you were a fucking piece of shit. If you watch movies around the time where only super duper rich people had cell phones, you would see at the start, like the opening credits of, I'm remembering at least one of them was, where's the one? Keith. She's a hooker, but she's the greatest on earth. Pretty Woman. Thank you. Woman. All right. Christian got that round. Pretty Woman. In the beginning of Pretty Woman, they wanted to show like the lavish lifestyle and how people are uppity and shitty and are not paying attention to their other person. And they were always like on a phone or walking a poodle. It's like weird things like that where now, like if we saw someone crossing the street and on the phone, we were like, oh, you don't have time to cross the street? You gotta, oh, quick, I gotta take a call. Excuse me. Mm-hmm. Just a little reminiscent.
By the way, I was just going to...
Starbucks, good job. It's a good job to get healthcare.
It is a good job.
Yeah. Doesn't have that yet. He's still under me. I'm like, oh.
I'm just curious, being into Starbucks in Miami, is it hard to make coffee wearing a thong and rollerblades?
I wish he would.
Work without a mask? Is it harder to work without a mask?
Oh my God, they really do. It's funny because he just moved there a few weeks ago he's going to school, and he said, he's like, Mom, like Miami is a little better. It's more like middle and northern Florida that they don't give a fuck. Like in Miami, they still wear masks inside, but it's definitely way looser than here.
Well,
so
less Jews, that's what happens.
I'm like, just be careful.
What'd you say, Ophira?
Well, Miami has more Jews, so they're more, understanding of science.
That would be an interesting sort of metric to run. It's like Jewish population to mask wearing, like how the more Jews
nobody
you have
needs
in your town,
that. Nobody needs that right now, Christian. Nobody needs that.
I'm going to start a study.
I've always found people disgusting, and now I get to wear a mask.
This is another tweet from Gina. Democratic government leaders now recommend we all wear blindfolds along with masks so we can't see what's really going on. Hashtag Jews.
And also, that's just stupid. She's not deep. Like, it'd be one thing if you're writing controversial stuff and you're so deep. This is just like, okay, what else?
And
why is she still tweeting though? You just lost your job.
Well, she got a new job. This is true. Ready? Speaking of Baby Yoda, Ben Shapiro, the right-wing conservative guy. I see what you did there. Thank you. Thank you. He recently, he made the news, if you will, for recently saying wet ass pussy. If your woman has that, it's a disease. And somehow, the wife stayed with him. He's starting a movie company.
Let's be honest, the wife's
and he's saying he's going to do a movie project. She's going to do a movie project with Ben Shapiro. So she's going to be just fine. I'm sure it's going to be a real hit. I watch it. I'm not lying. I'm into this. The fuck Ben Shapiro's making a movie. I'll pay up to $4.99. Fuck yeah.
$4.99.
Up to $4.99. Anything.
He
up
did
to
at least
$4.99.
admit Trump lost the. He was one of the first conservative weirdos to come out and say Trump did lose.
Yeah, that'll be good for the.
So we'll give him that.
Yeah,
he was always
Trump,
nice to me.
Definitely lost the election, and I'm doing a movie with Gina Carano. And
hey, let me mention this. Speaking of the Wednesday chat things, we're going to be on the Stereo app, Henda and myself, and you can call in and leave messages, and we play them. You know the Stereo app. We've done it a couple times. It's a lot of fun. Download the free Stereo app. Go to stereo.com/Keith Malley. You'll see our shows there. You'll see what we're doing, and then we do that for about half hour. 8 p.m. Eastern time Wednesday, and then we go into the chat room when we play free poker.
how is that spelled? The app? How's it spelled?
STEREO.
Okay, it's just weird because you keep saying stereo. And
You know, it's weird that
wondering.
you're a fat piece of shit. That's weird. It's weird that
Wow.
I can't make the Zoom screen any better
Boy,
to fit your head.
that escalated.
I know. I also feel like I saw Keith at every age in that moment.
I just want, if you're going to do the advertisement, people should actually know what it's called and not the weird way you say it. Like,
No,
you should-
it sounds like you're on my side. So that's the Stereo.
Say toilet, baby. Say toilet.
Baby, you know I'm not going to call you fat.
It's stereo.
He says tullet. Tullet.
He does. He really does.
All right. What's the
Stereo.
website? Okay. Who cares?
Stereo.com/Keith Malley or stereo.com/Chemda. It actually matters. We're polling as you click on those. Stereo.com/Keith Malley or stereo.com/Chemda. Yes, it is a competition. Yes, please go there in order to get the app. And we're going to do exclusive content over there. So it's a live show that won't be on your feed. So join us tonight, 8 p.m. Wednesday, Eastern Standard Time. We'll only be on for like a half an hour, so chime in early. And we're going to talk about the customer service phone call that Xerxes made because we were trying to watch Britney. Yes, we were. And within the first minute, the customer service rep said, "Excuse me, but you don't have to come at me like that." So it goes from there. Very exciting. Stereo.com/Keith Malley or stereo.com/Chemda.
In all fairness, Xerxes thought somehow Hulu held the conservatorship. You know what I mean?
Yes. Free Britney.
Okay, I don't know words. Okay, help me.
Shia LaBeouf. Jesus
Let's
Christ.
get together to ruin my life. That should be worth. There was glitter on it. All over it.
He's so wonderful.
Thank
He
you.
is. I am so lucky.
Thank you.
How else was your Valentine's Day, you guys?
Yeah, seems great.
Well, I didn't just get probiotics. I also got, what was the other thing? I got
Melatonin gummies.
I got gummy
He-
melatonin.
He takes too many. He like Unisom, and I don't think that's good for your liver. So I said, here, try a little.
So try gummies for
natural-
children. That should put you to bed. I don't know what stress is keeping me up, but anyways.
What the fuck?
Christian's fault, it feels like. And then
What'd you say?
Al just wants to be friends with everybody.
Say it again.
I said it's your fault. What, did I say your name wrong?
Okay. Well, I don't know. It just sounded like you said like STEERIEO.com, which is just not probably a different website. Stereo.
You know what? Okay. In Keith's
You guys
defense, when people sing their lyrics with a different accent so they could fit it, we all sing it along that way.
Was
also,
Keith
so.
singing? Was he singing?
You know, he could have been.
Man.
That's the way he sings, Christian. That is the way
Sorry,
he
it's-
sings. Okay.
I know Keith wasn't singing because it wasn't Warrant.
Warranted.
Oh my God.
The band Warrant.
You guys, you were born to warrant songs, probably.
Is there any testosterone in those gummies? Is a little testosterone in those gummies? Let's slow it down.
Kyle, when was the first time that you saw Keith do his fake real anger?
Maybe the first time I met him. I don't know.
That's fair.
Did you see
Before-
how
what-
quickly and instinctively he went to fat piece of shit? Like, did you see, like, it didn't even think. It was immediately.
Hold
This
on,
shows you what kind of person we're dealing with here.
I'm being handed a statement. I would like to apologize for I've learned that people come in all sizes, and I certainly meant whether I meant the inside or the outside. It was wrong because did you see the dude from The Bachelor, the host, Chris Harrison? He had to apologize for, he's using terms like woke police. Once somebody does that, you figure them out in 2 seconds, right? So he was he's doing some interview, and I think they have the first black bachelorette, and she complains that there's a white woman on the show that or she's one of the contestants, and she's complaining about another white person who went to antebellum parties in 2018. These you're on a plantation, you pretend you have slaves. It's a hoot and a half. And so Chris Harrison is saying that was back in 2018, not 2021. Everybody went to antebellum parties. 50 million. He goes 50 million. I don't know where he got this number from. 50 million people go to antebellum parties. Okay, maybe it wasn't right in 2018, but now we know it's different. It's 2021, and he was handed a statement. Hello, everyone. He says.
Wait, I'm sorry, this is the host?
This is the guy that gives out the roses. Like, just be happy you give out a stupid fucking rose. Again,
oh my God,
if you stuck with
job on the planet.
Yeah, if you tonight you will be fucking a stranger in front of your parents. Like, that's your only job, is to give roses and say that. Why do you push it?
Permanently off the show?
No, that's the thing. So he's gonna be off for a little bit. I mean, it's not rape, Carmen. So he's just off for a little bit. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, rape is a whole season.
And yeah, if this is what he really thought, hey, all of us didn't think it was bad 3 years ago, then say it. But once right away somebody got to you and you went, oh, I made a big mistake, then you're a fake fucker, an idiot. I don't even know which one comes first.
But does that also mean that you had to have gone to one, or because you're in Hollywood, you're like, yeah, of course I went to one. Everyone cool went to one, and now we're not cool. That's. You went to one? Did you guys even know about one?
I didn't know what this was.
How far ago does he think 2018 is?
It just turned 2020.
Yes.
Also, we were inside for all of 2020.
Yeah,
so
you had all of 20. Exactly.
So you only had 2 years to go to these parties.
And you probably went near the end, because it was summer. So then you had a year and a half.
I think to balance the scales, he should have to go to a pro-bellum party.
Learn what's up. I spent the last few days listening to the pain my words have caused, and I'm deeply remorseful. I don't get a rose. No, that'd be great. By the way, he also was going to be potentially in ads for Crest, so he might lose that too.
That's what those were those painful words. Them being like, the sponsor is pulling out this person.
I've learned a lot. Oh, my wife hates me. My ignorance did damage to my friends, colleagues, and strangers alike. I have no one to blame but myself for what I said and the way I spoke. I set standards for myself and have not met them. What could your standards be?
Seriously.
Like, I want to hear what the standards are. I always said I wouldn't be a secondhand.
Don't bring this gravy train to an end.
Right. I won't be a secondhand opinion regurgitating piece of shit. That's my standard. And I can't believe.
He should have said, I always believed that if I was in the running, I would absolutely get a rose every single time.
Right. I set standards for myself. I didn't meet them. I feel that with every fiber of my being. Now, just as I taught my children to stand up and to own their actions, I will do the same.
Go ahead.
Are they racist too? By excusing historical racism, I defended it. I invoked the term woke police, the dumbest fucking thing you can do. It means nothing. It's unacceptable. I'm ashamed over how uninformed I was. I was wrong. To the Black community.
Oh, no. Oh, sorry. Oh, no. Oh, like, excuse me. I'm talking to people. Also, Black people can start listening now. Holy shit. I thought you were talking to our community. Whatever community.
Also, to the Black community, how come you can say it and I can't?
What a separate,
I am so sorry.
Separate but equal. Also, side note, Black community, this fountain is really the nicest one in the park. So
let's see. I am so sorry. My words are harmful. I'm listening, and I truly apologize for my ignorance and my pain it caused you. I want to give my heartfelt thanks to the people from those communities who I've had enlightening conversations with over the past few days.
How
What could they
enlightening.
be? And what could they fucking be?
Who called you?
You're going to a party that supports such a racist, disgusting time in history. How's there another comment after that? That's really
Also,
all you can learn, isn't it? Is there more?
I don't know that you woke up from the ignorance of feeling comfortable with Black people pretending that they're slaves, but actually also being slaves at your party. What did you wake up from? What was the epiphany that turned that around?
Is that what happens? Is that really what happens at those parties? They get Black actors to play slaves?
I don't think that.
They've
I
had.
think so.
I've seen. I remember we were talking about these parties not too long ago, and I know it was a white party, and the staff was Black.
Yeah, whatever. It's all weird.
Well, wait, what else is the party? What is the party?
Probably dressed like
They play
Southern
Twister.
shit, and
A lot of Jenga.
it just sounds dumb.
I'm so grateful to those who have reached out to help me on my path to anti-racism. Yeah, you're thrilled.
Name one person who called to help you on your path.
Right.
Name one person.
Right.
I want to name the person on that phone call. Bring.
It was Gina from.
Hi.
Hey, I here's what you can tweet. Here's what you can't. This is all I know.
This historic season of The Bachelor, I wonder why it's historic.
Historic?
There's a Black person, yeah. Should not be marred or overshadowed by my mistakes or diminished by my actions. To that end, I have consulted with Warner Brothers and ABC and will be stepping aside for a period of time and will not join for the After the Final Rose special.
But please welcome your new host, Chuck D.
Wait, is this the first time there's a Black person as like the main Bachelor or Bachelorette, or it's
I
the
think
first
that's
time
what
that
it
I think so, yeah.
Oh, but they've been like contested. I hear that they're like
There have been
usually
contestants, I think. And I hate that I even have any. I muted the words Bachelor and Bachelorette 5 years ago. And so
This show's been on 20 years and it's their first Black Bachelor.
I think so.
That's because they've been busy with the Asians.
Right.
Right.
Again.
I want to ensure our cast and crew members, to my friends, colleagues, and our fans, this is not just a moment, but a commitment to make greater understanding that I will actively make every day. From here, I can only try to evolve and be a better man, and I humble myself before all of you. I hope I will again live up to the expectations you all rightfully have. A lot of
We had any expectations for you?
And you get a rose. Shit, I'm out of roses. That is not my standard.
Man, I had such high expectations for the host of The Bachelor. I just can't. Ugh.
Especially during this historic season of
Yes.
The Bachelor.
Right.
I would love to see, I assume he's married. I would love to see his apology letters to his wife. You know what I expected more from us, our marriage, and myself the most? Like all these words that come out, like I really learned a lesson. Like if he fucks up with his family, does he have to list the things that he learned? Because I can't believe that he learned such a huge lesson that it warrants all of this weird, really weird, almost obscure language of just apology. Here's a different way to say I apologize. Here's a different way to say I apologize. I wonder if he forgets the card on Valentine's Day, does he get 10 cards of apology to give to his wife?
And also important conversations with members of her community.
Right.
It's just
Get to
such a
engage.
long
My friends in the wife
statement.
community.
It's so long, and no one's going to read all that except for Keith on the show. No one's going to read.
I don't like when the apologies are white on black ink. I don't know if he's making a point about the black, but it really uses up my ink. I see these apologies on black, and I'm like, fuck you. I get angry. That angered me. He's not forgiven in my book.
Well, Keith has the last printer on Earth, so got to reserve
Yeah.
it.
You remember Amy Cooper? She was in Central Park, and she didn't like the looks of a black man, probably the black part. And he was a bird watcher, and she said, "You're making me nervous. Get away from me." He wasn't even close. And he's like, "What? I'm a bird watcher."
Oh, her dog was off the leash, and he was
He
Right.
wanted her to put the
recording.
dog on the leash.
Right.
And so she says, "Get away from me. I'm going to call 911 and say you're threatening me." And he's like, "Go ahead." And so she did, and she made up that he was threatening. And of course, it was all caught on camera. She had charges against her for that. The charges have been dropped because she went to a racial bias class.
But also because he didn't want. He was like a really, really good dude. He was like, look, she's been humiliated. She's been fired from her job, rightfully so. He didn't want to press the charges any further. So he was such a good person that he was kind of like, let it go from here. So I think the credit is really more to him.
Well, I wasn't giving her credit. Don't get me wrong. I hope that didn't come off.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I don't think it was the judge just decided, okay, let's drop it. I think he was, from what I understand, I was talking with someone about this recently, and that he was consulted in this whole thing because it was about him.
I want to know what she learned.
I want to know.
This video is so powerful that she learned that it was disgusting to say a black person because they're black was threatening them with violence. Show this video on TV. It should be mandatory. This is a good fucking video she saw. This is an important class, and it should be required viewing.
I want to know what race the teacher is. Sorry. That's one of the things that came to mind is who is teaching you about racial bias and how many races are we like putting up as example? Like this is such a weird class.
Strangely, it's the host of The Bachelor.
Guys, this is part of my community service, but I'm a celebrity.
Hi, my name's Stacy. I write PR for people who need to apologize, and that's got to be the job of 2021 or 2020 or all the years.
There needs
the apology PR person.
There needs to be like celebrity social media. In general, these guys are kind of stupid. So you put them on a fake social media, and then as the PR company, you write back and be like, "Great point about the fucking Jews. All right, see you at work tomorrow." This kind of thing. And then they think they're putting it out there, and they're not, and nobody gets hurt.
Oh, create like a fake. It's an invitation only. Social media only for the elite celebrities to talk to each other, make it seem really special, but it just lives on someone's like laptop. It's not
you make it
out there. Good idea.
You convince them Twitter has 4 T's, and you still egg them on sometimes. You're like, I think Jews are people, and they're like, you dumb son of a bitch. I'm like, no, that's actually my client.
And when they go through that app, miraculously they get like 1 million likes and retweets. Because the system automatically likes their stuff. So they're more inclined to do it. But I say, let them run free. I want to know what you're thinking about.
True.
I want to know because when shitty people are in hiding, they're able to do a lot more damage.
I agree. No, that's like the one thing is that people are just like, I am foolish enough, like Christian said, to shout this out loud in the middle of a mall.
But you mean it also.
I want your job, Gina. Okay, I can kick. I can fake kick. Okay.
Carmen could take a couple punches.
I got Cobra Kai. I've learned a lot. Okay, Johnny Lawrence.
This would make Carmen.
Hey, Bill Burr's on it. Come on, man.
Right. Carmen should do like a video where she tries out for Gina's job, but of course, every time she gets hit in the face, she just falls to the ground. She's like, "Hold on, try again." Okay,
That's
try
not
again.
a bad idea.
I was just gonna say she's probably gonna take it. She's gonna do that.
By the way, Bill Burr's in a lot of things randomly, an episode here, an episode there. I watched Better Call Saul, and all of a sudden, he's in it. You see him in the credits in the beginning, and it's like, oh shit, he's a real actor.
He's a legit actor now.
He really is. No, but he like can really actually act.
Yeah. I mean, as long as they don't make him get rid of the accent, like every character has vaguely a Bill Burry, South Shore of Boston lilt.
But it's not on 1,000 every time. It's not on like,
No.
Yeah, it's not on
Mandalorian. That was Bill Burr. Like even the walk. Yeah. That was all.
Yeah. I thought the same thing. I was like, wow, the
I'm like, did they
character was named Bill Burr.
Did you write the line?
These stormtroopers are brutal. They're brutal. That's my one word Bill Burr impression.
I was watching that and I'm like, where in Northeast Star Wars is this at right now? Where's this dude from? All right, look, I want to thank everybody very much. First of all, my love. I know you didn't mean to be mean or pick on me. It's you're with friends and you haven't seen comedians
what
lately.
What are you talking about?
You want to fit in and you want to be cool.
I'm the same.
You're the best.
I am.
And we're gonna split.
And I love you.
We're gonna split a probiotic gummy later. Okay.
You're gonna listen to the stereo for a while.
Which leads us to Christian.
And then go to the toilet.
Christian, fuck off. Christian, of course, hurt people hurt people. And when you don't know why you're bleeding, you don't realize that you're cutting other people.
Oh, wow.
Christian, it's good to see you again.
It's good to see you, Keith.
And hopefully this time in quarantine, you'll realize, et cetera, et cetera. All right. Ophira Eisenberg.
Is this our weird eulogies?
Yes.
I know.
I think she attacked me a little bit, but with that said, she's a great person in general. And I think she's fantastic.
Thanks,
Carmen
nice
Lynch.
seeing you too.
Carmen Lynch, I was
Pleasure.
here. It was a real pleasure to be here 7
Thank
hours
you.
ago, setting up your fucking microphone.
Never again. I'm pulling an Ophira anytime now. I have no mind.
No, but Carmen,
But she was ready and sounded fine, Carmen. And you said you had a microphone. And
never
Leave
been
Carmen
back.
alone.
and you don't realize this is the way of things. This is the way
the
of
way.
talking now for comedians. What denial are you in that you're getting the vaccination tomorrow and the planet's back on Thursday?
Leave
Thank
her alone.
also the entire time you thought your microphone was on your headphones.
I said, leave my goddamn friend alone.
I am never. Don't worry. It's not. I'm throwing it out. You'll never see it again. I don't have one. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have a mic.
Oh my God.
Carmen's podcast, of course, is called The Human Centipod, which is interesting that you use a microphone on that, but fuck me. Okay.
It's not connected to a laptop, okay?
Ophira is the host of NPR's Ask Me Another, like I mentioned. Watch on Hulu up early tonight. And Christian, you can get his albums on iTunes and Spotify. His album, Show Your Work, that's special. That'll be out in the spring.
That's so exciting.
Now let's all take us. It's
Can
very
you
exciting.
mention my new podcast?
And she's
I
a
mean,
oh, I know about this podcast because I do the whole fucking thing. It's called Shut Up, Mommy's Talking, which is, so against their personality.
Sounds so much better when Keith says it, like he's the mommy.
Yes, please, you guys. It's new. I just launched it with Karen Bergreen, and it's so far so good. And I would love it if you guys could just have a listen and subscribe. It's free, please. Thanks.
Congratulations.
And now,
Thank you.
thank you. Well, I kind of
Keith is losing his
now
mind.
for the.
Really strong dismount here, Keith.
I'm just trying to say thank you to the sweetest person on earth, especially in this group of shitheads. Paige Hoskins. Thank you, Paige, for putting this together.
Thank you, Paige.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Wait, if you can
Thanks.
review the show just super quick, who was your favorite? What was your least favorite moment?
All of
no
it was the best. My cheeks hurt from smiling so much.
All right.
So thank you guys. Thank you all. This was awesome.
Paige,
We'll
you are
take
the
it.
greatest. Thank you so much. Thank you for picking these awesome people. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a Kickstarter supporter. And Keith, can you tell me about Stereo again?
Kind of. So there's this app, right? What's it called, Henda?
Stereo.
Right, and you can engage with us. It's a lot of fun. We're going to be on the app
Stereo.com
tonight,
slash
as a
Keith
matter of
Malley.
fact.
Stereo.com slash Chemda. Stereo.com slash Keith Malley. We're on tonight. Make sure that you get it. It's a free download, and make sure you use our links, and we'll see you there.
Now that's a broadcaster.
Yeah. Oh god. It's like they molded shit and it taught it to walk.
Christian,
and
your
talk.
picture is literally on his refrigerator, so he does love you.
Really?
Yes. It's a Christmas picture. I don't know if
Is it a tasteful nude?
it's a picture of you in front of a Christmas tree from a couple years ago, and I'm not even up there.
So it's the other nude. It's not the tasteful.
Oh, it's the one with full taint. Oh, right. Okay. All right.
Okay, so these
With the tree up your ass. That
Can you
That
can you
one.
please bring it? Please, I love this
Yes.
picture on Keith's fridge. Please bring it. It's show and tell time. It's so good.
what I'm going to show you. These self-centered idiots, and they take pictures of their stupid little family and then send it to you for Christmas, like I'm supposed to whack to it or something. And so I just thought, hey, maybe the funniest thing is I'm gonna keep this on my fridge until I see Christian, and he'll be like, "Why didn't you just throw it away, weirdo?" And I'm gonna say, "Why did you send it, weirdo?" So for the last couple of years, I have this picture of Christian, his wife, and his two dogs on the fridge. So don't send me something and expect me to throw it out. Yeah. And you know what? You notice what's not on here, by the way, as goofy as this is? Glitter. So thank you.
That's why it's still there.
Do you like that he held on to it on his fridge, representing his apartment, his family, his thought process?
It's just weird that he thought I was ever going to come to his apartment.
That's the thing. He's like, one day Christian will come over to my house. And I won't be ready because he's going to say this, and then I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to fucking throw this out.
It's commitment to a lame bit. I'll tell you that.
The long griff of Keith Malley.
In fact, before COVID, that was going to be his opener for his yearly stand-up.
Oh God.
This Saturday we're live with This Saturday we're live with our game show Silent Trailers. The lineup is incredible. Take a look. You don't want to miss it. Get details and tickets at keithandthegirl.com/tickets. And if you're a VIP member, tickets are free. Take a look at keithandthegirl.com/VIP. Paige, thank you once again, everybody. I love you most. Bye.